Hey people, I'm live. It's Friday afternoon. Welcome to the stream. It's around 1 degree and there's some very light flurries right now. So I'm right here basically on my street, walking south. This is Dundas Street. And hello to John Burke and Colleen. And Ed Viserit, hello. Hello Susie, happy Lunar New Year weekend. Harjot and Vivian Johnson, hello. Mark Lang. Cheesy Rider, how's it going? I like to walk. We got Brad Palmer and Sheena Roberts. Good to see everyone. Alan K. Kwan, hello. Hey, Midge Adams. Green City, New York City. Happy Friday, yes. MRSV, hello. And Brett Mallon is here. So I'm thinking for this one, I'm going to walk around mostly the east side of downtown. And the plan is I'm going to meet up with Meghan, who you may know is my girlfriend. She's coming in from Guelph, where she lives. She's coming in on the train, and then I'm going to meet up with her after she gets into town. And that should be at around 5 o'clock because she's going to go to a thrift store after she arrives in the St. Lawrence Market area. So I'm going to head to that thrift store to meet up with her there. And then her and I will walk together for the last part of the stream. But until then, it'll just be me walking around the east side of downtown. I'm not exactly sure what streets I'm going to go on. I'll just sort of make it up as I go along. Hey, Michelle number 1. So I know Johnny was just streaming. I'm not sure if he finished or not. I assume he's probably wrapping up, if not already, any time now. Fun to explore new streets. Yeah, I think so. I do have one thing in mind. I think I'm going to go to that other Strally that I saw, which is a street that sort of looks like an alley, or an alley that looks like a street. So I just called it a Strally. Thought I'd go and check that one out. Hey, Werner Chan, hello. Here's Shooter Street. This is Moss Park across the way. And you can make out the skyline through the trees. Hey, Noble Cost, of course, right? Isn't that the way it always goes? Which Arlison, yes, I was watching his stream walking around in Scarborough. Hey, Christopher Haydock. Your dream is to live in Canada, is it, Marvin? Well, maybe you can make that happen one day. Watching from Guatemala. Well, hey, welcome. Hope you enjoy this walk around Toronto. Hey Shannon, hello. So here's the infamous Sherborne Street. Shooter in Sherborne. Hey, Tom Seeley, hello. Yeah, we're not heading to Union because Megan's going to be going to a store. And I'm going to be meeting her at the store that she's going to be at in St. Lawrence Market area. Or in that area. Hey, Sunjib, hello. Hey, later, Susie. This is the Moss Park Apartments here. And I just got a text, so you might have heard that sound. I'm live streaming, but since Megan is en route, I didn't do that because she's probably going to be texting me at some point just to let me know that she's here and that she's at that store that I'll be meeting her at. These apartments are quite old. I think they date to the 1960s. And they don't have the best reputation now. Whoa, this car just sort of came out of nowhere. You think someone would maybe stop before they get to the sidewalk if they're just pulling out in that manner, right?
The first couple of days probably don't need like एक साल की साइकिल की वारंटी भी है.
You used to live in one of these buildings, Midge, yeah? How was it when you lived there? I'm sure like a lot of people live there quite happily, but I know there have been incidents occurring with enough regularity, I guess, to give the buildings somewhat of a less than good reputation. Hey, Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Ken, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Mike, welcome. Good to have you. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hey, Dave in Bangor, Maine. How long does it take Megan to get to Toronto? It takes about an hour and a half on the train. Hey, David Clippert, hello. And Gerald Bell, good afternoon. If you're just joining, we're walking east along Shooter Street. I'm going to do a walk around the east side of downtown and meet up with my girlfriend later on. Oh, Midge Adams, 50 years ago. I guess the buildings were fairly new then still, right? here's Poulette Street. This is that street that looks like an alley. That looks like a street. Like from here, you'd think, is this an alley? And it is, but it's also a street. Hence, Strally. My new term. That's right, people. You heard it here first. This is called a Strally. Let's see if this term will get turned into a commonly used thing in urbanism talks, just like strode. Should be called Poutine Street. Hey, Michael Wynn, yeah. I was watching Johnny's stream before I headed out here. Wasn't sure what time he was going to be wrapping up. I figured it was quite soon, because I know he was streaming for close to 2 hours at that point. So there are houses in here, like a street, but it has this cement surface like an alley, but it has a sidewalk like a street. But it has the back sides of buildings like an alley. Strally tours, yeah. And I think Parliament Street is the next street over to the east. Yeah, they don't appear to be old in the same manner as most of the homes around here. Most of the housing stock here dates from the 19th century. So I think this was an alley, and they decided to build some housing in the alley. Hence the housing is newer looking than most of the surrounding buildings. Hey, Christine Camley, hello. Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. And this here is definitely an alley. You couldn't mistake this for a street. I have walked through there before. Hey Jenny, hello. Yeah, we're going to be meeting up with Meghan later on. And here's Dundas. So that was a walk along a Strally. What's your rate? Yeah. Okay. Here's 505 Dundas heading to Broadview Station. See, she was friendly. She just made a joke about getting paid to appear in my YouTube stream. Here is Parliament, and there's the Fresh Co that I often go to. Hey, crikey, hello. That's where I unsuccessfully try to buy my root beer, which they never have in stock. Hey Nikki, hello. How you doing? Hey, you're very welcome. We're on the east side. Hey Nikki, what's the name of your YouTube channel again? Nikki Woods in the chat here has her own channel where she reads stories. So if you want to just sit back and have someone read a story to you on YouTube, I think they're kind of scary or spooky stories, right? Oh, Johnny's ending his stream. Alright, thanks Vivian. Maybe I'll take the next street down back to Shooter. Hey, Leslie 1971, hello. Noetic Stories, that's right. So that's Nikki's channel. Everyone should check it out. She has a very good voice. If you want to have someone read a story to you. Hey, Craig O'Connor, what's up? Hey, Kelsey, hello. How are things in Brazil? Alright, let's head back down to Shooter. I don't want to walk through Regent Park too much here because I recently recorded a video walking through this area and I don't want to sort of trump it with this live stream. Hey Mike Kirk, hello. So we're just walking through a small part of Regent Park here as we head south. Calvi says extremely hot. So this used to be regarded as one of the worst neighborhoods in the city. Doesn't really seem that bad anymore. It's been completely transformed. That's awesome, Christopher. I picked up a couple of t-shirts and a pair of pants at my recent Value Village expedition. I'm wearing them right now, actually. I'm wearing the pants and one of the shirts. I got a Stranger Things t-shirt. I'm a fan of that show. And it's in really good condition and it was only $2. So I thought that was a pretty good score. Very light snow falling. It's almost non-existent, just random tiny flakes. And you can see the skyline. Not sure if this big vacant lot is slated for a development or not. I don't see any signs with any proposals or anything. Seems kind of odd. It's like ripe for development. It's not like it's a treasured green space or anything that people are protecting. It's just basically a huge vacant lot that has overgrown. And we're back at Shooter Street. Some cute little cottage style row houses. I bet you these are at least 150 years old. Hello Dahlia, hello. I know, don't you worry, Dahlia, I will eventually make my way through the Etobicoke Lakeshore. I keep thinking of a good time to do a walk or a stream through that area. Today wouldn't have worked because I'm planning to meet up with Meghan. And then Sunday, I'm going to try to do something related to the Lunar New Year. So that will keep me downtown as well. But I will make it out there, I will. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. I'm pointing it that way, man. Jesus. Hey, it was a dingus. He said something about the KGB. That's right. They're all watching him through my live stream. Hey, Strides. That's right. I get all the dinguses. Strides, what's up with that? Maybe because I do all my streams on the east side of downtown. I wonder if that might have something to do with it. Still on Shooter. BA Grocery and Variety. I have a friend called BA Johnson. He's a musician. I keep meaning to show this to him. Say, hey BA, look, you have your own grocery and variety. He must be very important. Yes, he must be. This is unusual art here. Could sit down to a nice cup of tea. I do believe it's tea time. What else we got here? Got a shelf with knickknacks. My mom would approve of this. She's really big into the knickknacks. This is pretty much bigger than my apartment here. Just slap a couple walls around there. Hey, Chris back, hello. We're on the bus. Are you gonna record a bus video, Strides? I don't think either of us do enough bus videos. And I am a secret agent working for the KGB, just in case you didn't know. And look at this massive school. I always take note of this. This is one of those schools that when you're a little kid would have seemed like an endless palace. It's now called the Nelson Mandela Park Public School. Originally it was called something else. It looks more like a high school than a elementary school or even a junior high. I don't know why the heck you'd be watching this, Strides. You've got so many better things you could be doing. Those two girls were just kicking back, smoking a doobie. And they looked at me like I was cuckoo bananas walking by talking to myself. So we're just sort of walking along the southern boundary of Regent Park right now. Hey, glad you think so, Chris back. I guess that's sort of what I'm going for. And there's the CN Tower. Wainwright, some people would think so, but that's debatable now. This section here, I would say no. Other areas of the east side, I would say probably it could get away with that without too much opposition. People tend to be a bit sensitive though about labeling neighborhoods, you know, rightfully so for the most part. There's good people and bad people in every part of the city. But there's no denying certain things do tend to get concentrated in certain areas. And the east side of downtown is different than the west side of downtown. There's no denying that. It's palpably different when you walk through those two areas. Hey, John L., hello. Happy Friday. Here's the athletic field. Not sure how old these are. They have the look of a newer build, but they're also pretty worn looking. Hey, Josephine Halligan, 99 pound or 99.99 pounds. Thank you very much for the super chat, Josephine. Is that guy my CIA contact? What about the KGB? I can't have both. I can't be part of both. Unless I'm an undercover agent working for the CIA, pretending to be a KGB agent. Oh geez, I don't know. This is all too confusing. Yeah, very overcast. It's been overcast almost every day for the last couple of weeks. We had 1 or 2 days where the sun came out and everyone got all excited. And then the sun went away again. And here's River Street. Alright, let's head south now, because eventually I do have to make my way to the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood to meet up with Meghan. Yeah, that truck seemed like it was trying to creep up on me. It's like you're supposed to be stopped here. Why are you moving? And these are kind of neat. These look like newer builds, and obviously next door is a new build. Not sure how old these are. All right, Nikki, hey, have a great day. And I hope your channel grows. I see you're already over 1,000 subscribers, so that's always a nice milestone. Hey, Anthony Salinas Ramirez, hello. So we're coming into the Corktown neighborhood. So we're almost as far east as you can get and still be in downtown. Any further east and you'll find yourself at the Don River. maybe I'll go check out Underpass Park. We'll see if there's anything happening down there. And there's the bridge up ahead that goes over the Don River. I recently walked along there when I was walking to Value Village in a recent video. I guess it was my video from yesterday. Looking down Queen Street. Cool dog mural. Yeah, that's the Humane Society right here. The downtown Maine Humane Society headquarters, whatever you want to call it. Got lots of animals. See dogs and cats and bunny rabbits. Birds. Hello, Caleb Lee. Who exactly is Meghan? Meghan is my girlfriend. She's coming into the city for the weekend. She lives in Guelph. So I will be meeting up with her a bit later on.
Anyway.
And then she's going to join me.
It's kind of like satire.
And we're going to stream together for a little while. Hello, Dougie731. And hello, Gertich. And here's King Street. Probably come back to King Street at some point. There's a Tim Hortons in Birmingham. Wow. Home of Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know a lot about Birmingham, but I do know that that's where Ozzy Osbourne hails from. And it's either the second or third biggest city in the UK, depending on how you measure it. I think by city proper, Birmingham is the second biggest, but by metro area, I think Manchester is the second biggest. And I'm a fan of this condo. How long have Meghan and I known each other? We've known each other for like around 8 years, maybe 9, going on 9 years. But we were not dating that whole time. We've been dating for 3 years. And here's Underpass Park. And it's obvious why they call it Underpass Park. Can I see myself? There I am. Let me go over here. What's up? Yeah, I heard about David Crosby. I enjoyed the music from both the Byrds and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I used to listen to all of that stuff. I still do every now and again. So sad to hear about his passing. He was kind of a troubled individual. He had this angelic voice, but he was definitely a bit of an instigator at times, and not always well liked by a lot of his peers. And he famously dated Joni Mitchell when she was just new to the scene. Sort of took her under his wing. I think he introduced her to a lot of the people in the LA scene that was happening in the late 60s. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, he had his vices, no denying that. But he was very talented. And in the music world, that tends to overshadow things that would otherwise make people want to avoid you. Do I know what building Elton John's condo is? No, I didn't even know Elton John had a condo. I assume it's probably in the Yorkville area. That's for most celebrities who have residences in Toronto. If they have a condo anyway, it's usually in the Yorkville area. I think Mark Wahlberg is another one who has a condo in that area, and Drake used to have a condo in Yorkville, but I think that's no longer the case. Now he has this big mansion in the Bridle Path. Yeah, Underpass Park, pretty neat. The wind is pretty bitter, I have to say, once it starts blowing in your face. Definitely a wind chill factor in effect today. Yeah, the buildings around here are really funky looking. I really like them. And I like the fact that they're not blue or green glass, and they're not boxy. They have interesting shapes, nice cladding, different colors. Here's that other one that I showed before. Hey, Dan Harmison, hello. They're crazy, as Elmer Fudd would say. These buildings are crazy. Here's another one of those aisle 24 markets. These things are popping up all over the place. It's like an unstaffed convenience store. So you download an app, and that's how you get in and out of the store. And of course, it's open 24 hours. You just get your stuff, pay for it, and be on your way. All without need of a human being to help you out, other than yourself. Streets of Ontario. I don't know anything about those, so I can't really say much on that matter. So this is the Canary District we're looking at across the way. I just walked through there though recently in another live stream, so I'm not going to do that again this time. Let's head back up into Corktown again. This is kind of a neat urban view here. You have the CN Tower, lots of concrete, and a big overpass structure, and some cranes also. There's always going to be cranes in any sweeping view of Toronto. Toronto has more cranes than any other city in North America. Oh, and by the way, I'm using my new data in my pumped up new cell phone plan. For some reason it was hard to communicate what I was trying to say there, but yeah, I have a new cell plan with 100 gigs of data. That began a couple days ago. So this is my first stream now with 100 gigs to use up for the next month. Pretty major increase from 40 gigs, which is what I used to have. Yeah, we are in Corktown, Streets of Ontario. That's true, Vivian, that's true. Can I get out of here if I walk up here? Let's find out. Let's see if this is a dead end. Smitty, yeah, it was only $5 more than I was paying before. So I was paying $85 for 40 gigs of high-speed data, and now I'm paying $90 for 100. So I'd say that's a good deal compared to what I was paying before for much less data. And yeah, I can go back out. Alan, I'll either do more live streams or I'll just do longer live streams. Or maybe I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll do more, sometimes I'll do longer. Whew, windy. What gimbal am I using? I'm using the Moza Mini S. To make sure I was saying that correctly. Yeah, the Moza Mini S. Doug 731, who is my company? I guess you're referring to Meghan. I'm going to be meeting up with her later. Meghan is my girlfriend. It's a weird little street, Percy Street. It just sort of dead ends over here, but some very old cottage-style row houses here. These probably date from the mid-19th century. Hey, a Prolsy Tomsy. Yeah, I do have unlimited data technically, but it's not unlimited high speed. I only have 100 gigs of high speed data, but then after that's used up, I still have data. It's just at reduced speeds of up to like 512 megabytes per second. So I could still use my phone to do most regular phone activities like streaming on YouTube and things like that after my 100 gigs is all gone. I doubt I'll even use up that 100 gigs within the billing cycle though. I'd have to stream like a lot to use that up. I think the famous Cube House is over here. So I'm just trying to scroll through the chat here to see if I missed anything. It's hard to do this when your hands are cold and when your screen is frozen. It's with Bell. I'm a Bell user. Yeah, see, it's not even moving. I'm trying to scroll through the chat, but the touch screen is not even moving at all. So where is that Cube House? I think it's this way. As if I can't find the Cube House. Oh, I see it. Okay, it's over here. This area could get a little confusing because the streets all meet each other at weird angles and everything because of these overpasses that slice through the area, cutting off streets at some points. So I've shown this before, but I'm sure there's some people who are new to the channel or new to the streaming of Ken Continuum walks who's never seen the Cube House before. And this is it. Well, it's still here, at least. One day it will not be here. I think there's a proposal to redevelop this site, and the Cube House will either be demolished or relocated. Hopefully it gets relocated somewhere. At one time someone lived in there. It was their house. I think the architect who designed it lived in there. And then after that, another person who was a well-known media personality lived in there. I can't remember the name of that person, but I think he was a newscaster or something like that. not sure, Christopher. Maybe. That might be something that's possible. And I've seen pictures of the interior of this place, and it's really neat on the inside. And surprisingly livable looking. Like, you would think, like, it must be ridiculous in there. But it's not so bad. And here's a free chair. Anyone who needs a chair. And it even comes with a cushion. Can't go wrong. Hey, Ida, hello. I was going to try to climb this little fire escape thing here, but all these trees are in the way. I don't feel like clawing and hacking my way through tree branches. Hey Dougie, how cold is it? It is around 1 degree Celsius. It's a bit chilly. There's a wind chill, probably makes it feel like -5 or around there. So who knows what will become of the cube house. Hello, Arthur. And hello, Dr. Oop, it went away. Hello, Dr. Rapolo Kiran Kumar. Welcome to the channel. My bad if I mispronounced your name somewhat. I'm sure I did. Alright, crossing Sumac Street. So we're gradually making our way to the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. That's where I'm going to be meeting up with Meghan. And then her and I will walk together after that. I think the plan is to go to a grocery store because she wants to pick up a few things before we head back to my place. So that's probably where we'll end up. Not sure which grocery store. Why so many poles? That's a good question. Toronto just likes its poles and its overhead wiring. Toronto looks like Detroit. Maybe in some areas. It's a lot healthier than Detroit. In terms, I mean, there's not a lot of blight here and not a lot of urban prairie, I guess you could say. Like Detroit has huge swaths of the city that are completely like void of buildings because everything's been torn down, right? You don't see that in Toronto. Everything is still built up and densely packed in. But some of the styles of the buildings look similar to what you see in Detroit, that's for sure. Moza here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a bit more streams, or as I mentioned, longer streams. Gilead place. Let's walk up here just because I used to watch The Handmaid's Tale, and The Handmaid's Tale was actually shot here in Toronto, and Toronto played itself actually in a lot of episodes, right? Some of the story took place in Toronto. I'm not sure if this street was the inspiration for the name Gilead in the books or not. Maybe Margaret Atwood used to walk past here and go, Gilead. That sounds like a cool name. Maybe I'll use that. Oh yeah, Toronto is very diverse. There's no denying that. Hey, Corktown Lane. That's how you know you're in Corktown. I see a fire escape. Should we walk up it? Meghan doesn't like when I do this, but you gotta do it, you know? This fire escape isn't the slightest bit rickety or anything, so there's nothing to be overly cautious about here. This is a solid fire escape. Perfectly functional. And I haven't done a fire escape walk in a while. It's not very high though. It's a bit disappointing as far as fire escapes go. I think the best fire escape I climbed up was one on the side of an old warehouse building in the entertainment district. I think that one was like 9 levels, 9 floors, and it was dark. And it was a bit challenging to even get onto it because I had to climb up to the first rung of the ladder to get onto the fire escape. That was a good time. How do trees grow on the building like that? It's like ivy, right? They call that ivy. Like Ivy League, the old building's all covered in greenery. It's 30 degrees in Santiago, yikes. We won't be seeing weather like that for quite a while. Some charming old row houses. Yeah, Megan's train was scheduled to arrive at 4:30 actually. So she might be just walking through Union Station right now, or about to head to that store. I told her to text me when she gets to the store. And this is the oldest church in Toronto that's been continually used as a church. The Little Trinity Church, it's called. Dates from 1842. And this house is basically around the same time as the church when it was constructed. The Little Trinity House. So we got the Little Trinity Church and the Little Trinity House. Check my battery. 52%. It's one thing about cold weather, your battery life does not last very long at all. And this used to be a hotel called the Scots Hotel, dating from 1855. And no, I didn't know that off the top of my head. I just read this. Toronto has lots of these little plaques on historic buildings. Quite handy. You can pretend you know stuff. Here's Parliament Street. And in the future, Corktown Station will be located here once the new Ontario Line subway is completed. Historic buildings don't look very old. Are they not very old? Is that why they don't look very old? And this awesome old building is used as a police station now for 51 Division. I bet you it has a plaque on it too, telling us what it originally was. Yeah, it does. I can see it. Can I run across the street? No. I'll wait till these cars go. My curiosity has gotten the best of me. I think I walked past here and read it one time before, but I can't remember now what it said. Consumers Gas Company Water Gas Purification House, 1899. Okay. I guess it does have that look. Of a utilities sort of structure. Most of the police station buildings in the downtown area are more modern looking, and not that interesting. At least that one has some nice old historical bones. Could be turned into lofts. I'm not sure if they're using the upper floors in that building as part of the police station. Maybe they have offices up there. It looks like that second level has like enormously high ceilings. Because look how big this building is, yet it only has 3 levels. The ceilings must be ridiculously high, like 20-foot ceilings. Hey Mark S, hello. I'm very well. Did I build the buildings? Well, yes I did, with my own 2 hands. And I got a certain Mr. Strides to help me out. And we called in Action Kid. He's really good with a shovel and with a wrench. I'm filming the buildings, how dare I? People are in there. People in buildings don't want you to take pictures of the buildings because they're inside the buildings. Therefore, you're taking pictures of them, even if you cannot see them and they cannot see you. So we're on Front Street now. Hey, I see Picard is here. Whoop, 9.9, engage. Allie, really? Well, that is a little odd, I have to say, even if it might be technically legal. Still a bit iffy. So now we're heading west towards the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. I think I'm going to plug in my power bank because my battery is dipping below the 50% mark. And I learned that if I plug in my power bank while it's still relatively high, it tends to work a lot better than if I plug it in when it's very low. Going to find a place to complete this task. How much is a parking ticket in Toronto? I don't really know. Since I'm a non-driver, I've never really had the pleasure of getting a parking ticket before. Why are the windows of the buildings buried? Yeah, you got me. I guess you're talking about that old warehouse building across the street. Looks like they had windows at the very bottom there. I guess that's just how they designed it in the basement level. But I guess over time they bricked those ones over. Nope, doesn't go there. I need a flat surface. Put my gimbal down. Maybe there's a place over here. Why is there no place I can find? Okay, here we go. All right, let's put this here. And I will get out my trusty power bank. Hey, John Schaffner, how's it going? Watching from Ohio. Okay. I'm plugged in. So I didn't do this. My battery would die by the time I met up with Meghan. And we wouldn't even get to stream together. Here's Princess Street. I used to live on a street called Princess Street, not this one though. Hey Samuel, Meghan is my girlfriend. I'm going to be meeting up with her pretty soon. Let's check in to see if she texted me yet. She hasn't yet. Holy windy. Yeah, they can be, Tom, but I think this works pretty well for her and I. Let's head back up to King Street. I don't want to get down to that store too soon, otherwise I might have to wait around for her to show up, and that will be boring. This used to be a gas station. Yeah, now they're building a new tower here. It's going to be like a 39-story residential building. Quite a nice one too. It won't be the typical glass boxy condo. I think it's going to be a red in color. It's a nice design. Hey, bye Christopher. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Have yourself a good night. And on King Street. Look up Sherborne. That's true, right, Gertish? The 1-year anniversary of that crazy thing is coming up. The crazy trucker convoy stream. That was something. By far the biggest audience I ever had for a live stream. I think I had 2,700 concurrent viewers for that. My recent New Year's Eve stream had 2,000 concurrent viewers, so it's definitely up there, but not enough to beat that trucker convoy. This place looks interesting. Pizza Forno. With some nice old school neon. I like it. And 24/7 too. Can't go wrong there. Hey Lena, hello. And we also passed a recent anniversary. January 17th was the 1-year anniversary of the giant blizzard that we got. And I did a bunch of videos of that crazy snowstorm. One of them racked up a lot of views also. One and a half years for Advisorit. Awesome. I'm glad to have you. And I'm sure maybe some people watching right now are here for the very first time. So hey, welcome to any people who are new to the channel. First time watching one of my streams. I hope you come back. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And then you can catch all of my future streams and videos. I don't know, Tom Bikes, I guess you just sort of remember what was happening the first time you watched, or what video you watched, and then just go back and go, oh yeah, that was the day. Or how many subscribers. Like, I can't be sure exactly what day I started watching Action Kid's channel, but I do remember he had 10,000 subscribers at the time. So I could just go back, and he did a special video for when he hit 10,000 subscribers, and I could go, ah, that's when I started watching Action Kid's channel. So I'm at the point now where he was when I first started watching him. That's kind of neat to think, considering he now has like going on 400,000 subscribers. Here's George Brown College. Sapand reached 454. That is awesome. 500 is just around the corner. If you like transit videos, definitely check out Sapan's channel. All kinds of Toronto transit content. I find transit videos tend to do fairly well. It's a definite niche. Oh, I just got a text from Meghan. She is at the store. So I'll give her a little bit of time to browse and shop around a bit, and then we'll go meet up with her. Looking towards the financial district, and there's St. James Cathedral. And Jarvis Street. And this is St. Lawrence Hall. I don't know, I tend to disagree with the current narrative that the TTC is not safe and all that. There have always been incidents on the TTC, and yeah, like maybe there's a bit of an uptick lately, but it's still not some sort of dangerous free-for-all by any means. It's not like Gotham City. People are making it out to be like that. It's really not. Your chances of something happening to you on the TTC are less than like 1 in a million. People are saying like, I'm going to drive from now on, it's safer. It's definitely not safer. You're much more likely to get into a car accident, statistically speaking, than you are to have something happen to you on the TTC. So that's my rant for the day about that. This is St. Lawrence Market. When you consider how many people are moved by the TTC every day, even now when it's at lower ridership, it's still moving, you know, a couple 100 million people a year. And how many incidents are there that result in serious injury or death? This year, there have been a couple, so this was a bad year. Like, next year, will there be any? We don't know. Or this year, I should say. So 2022 was a bad year. Will 2023 be another bad year? We don't know. Of course, you need to be aware. That's always the case, right? Don't just sort of blindly walk around not paying attention to your surroundings. Walking around with music playing in your ears all the time where you can't hear anything. It's not a good idea to do that anytime. This is a big city. Things happen. There's lots of people. Things get crowded. Fakey fake, yeah, the same thing with New York. The media tends to blow these things up to whip everyone up into a frenzy where people are afraid to ride the subway. cool view looking north up Jarvis. Whoa, lots of traffic heading down to the Gardner here. So we're on Lower Jarvis looking south here. There's a look inside St. Lawrence Market. Down at the Esplanade. So we're sort of walking around St. Lawrence Market here on this elevated patio level here. In the summertime, lots of people take their food out here and sit down and enjoy. I like these views here. I like the Esplanade. And here's Market Street down here. So named obviously because here's the market. Yeah, I think Toronto's original City Hall, right, is also incorporated into the St. Lawrence Market building. They sort of built around it. You can actually see the front of the old City Hall building in the front of St. Lawrence Market. They just sort of built the rest of the building all around it. And I'll show you, it's just right around the corner. Hey Gabby, hello. Let's check out the facade of the original old City Hall. It's not as obvious looking from close up, but maybe from across the street. Let me go here. There you can see the original square facade, and then the rest of the building was added on later. So it's just the facade basically. Let's walk along the median. I don't think I've done that before. Walking towards the Flatiron building. Market Street. Hey, Joe Smith, good day. One of the most famous postcard views that you'll find of downtown Toronto. Looking straight on into the front of the Gooderham building, more commonly called the Flatiron. See if we can get a nice widescreen shot. I think that's the store across the street, actually, where Meghan is. Wildlife, it's called. It's a thrift store. Do I see her? She's probably pulling her big suitcase. Actually, she has a smaller suitcase. Her carry-on size. So here is church. Let's go peek in the store. If there's no music playing, I might be able to go in. If there's music, I probably will not go in. There's a pub on the bottom level. I'm not sure what's in the upper floors though, to be honest. Doesn't look like the CN Tower has turned on its LED lighting yet. What's the deal, CN Tower? It's getting dark. Do I see her? Let me see if there's music. I don't hear any music. Oh, wait a sec. I was wrong. There is music. It's very low though. It's very low. And look who I found. So everybody,
Imagine finding me
this
here.
is Megan, for those who haven't met her yet. Have you looked around, or?
I have indeed.
How
I
are
was
you?
actually just finishing up, so good timing.
Yeah, okay, good, good. It's a pretty big store on the inside, right?
I wasn't expecting it to be
Yeah.
like this big. Because every time I walked past it, I was like, oh, it's just like a little shop. And then I came in and I realized it goes like all the way back there.
Yeah, goes all the way to probably the back side where the Esplanade is, right?
Yeah. And I found a pair of boots that I might have to come back for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. No worries. So,
Oh, sorry.
shall we walk to a grocery store?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Let's go do that.
All right.
Thank you. I'm so tired. I need to pass out.
Yeah, you're tired?
I got like 5 hours of sleep last night.
Oh. Yeah, people are saying hello.
Hello, everyone.
Pittsburgh RPG.
Who else?
Harjot.
Hey, Harjot. And Brad Palmer.
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith. Scott
Sheena
Briggs.
Roberts.
Hey, Sheena Roberts. Good to see you all.
All right, let's walk north up Church then.
Good plan. So we'll go to the Loblaws.
You want to? Yeah,
Well,
because
we're
that's the best place to get what you're looking for, right?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's where the popcorn is.
Right, okay.
And I could use some cheese popcorn.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck Diamond. Hello, welcome. Sam says, Megan, what's up?
The sky, Chuck Diamond. The sky is up.
People like your hat.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I also like my hat.
I don't think I've seen you wear a cap before.
No, I only wear them strategically because you can only get away with wearing a baseball cap when you're wearing something fancy.
Oh.
Otherwise, it just looks like you're not trying hard enough.
Right?
So, and then if you wear something fancy without something to dress it down, it looks like you're trying too hard.
Right?
So this is my antidote to the giant fur coat. I just slap on some heels and a baseball cap.
Okay, cool, cool. Hey MW, how you doing? Here, I'll get on the other side of you so you're closer to the microphone.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That's where the microphone is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How's
Well,
the stream been so far?
It's been fun, yeah. I just sort of wandered around the east side of downtown.
Good.
Yep.
How long have you been going for? I haven't been able to tune in because I had to work when I was on the train, but how long have you been streaming for?
For like an hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, wow. So basically,
Yeah.
like, since I left golf.
Yeah. Colleen, that's right.
What did Colleen say? Oh, it went by too fast. Good, thank you, Colleen.
Maybe,
you for
maybe
keeping it in
she's
check.
not being entirely truthful. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to assume that she is because
Not sure what's going on here. Some sort of crime scene here. Something happened inside of the subway here.
so hopefully that's how you're
The subway, the store, not the subway, the transit system. Since we were talking about that earlier. Holy moly, Chuck Diamond, $50 for dinner tonight.
Thank you.
Wowza.
That's really nice of you.
That is amazing, Chuck Diamond. Thank you very much, Chuck. We will definitely put that to use. But look at all these cop cars here.
I know, like,
Something definitely happened inside of this subway. Or the coffee place. No, this is the Robo coffee place, so there is no inside.
oh.
So it happened at the subway.
Oh, well, I see there's like a hole punched in the glass, so.
Okay.
Maybe some shop something.
The Thai food has been secured. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, our favorite Thai place is called Thai on Young.
There's piano here. Okay, remember how I keep saying we have to go eat meet at Piano.
Where's Piano? Oh, there it is. How many of those are there?
There's 2.
I've seen more than 2.
No, there's definitely 2.
There's one up in the Midtown area too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay. I only know about the
So
2
there's at least
downtown.
3.
Yeah, we have to go to Piano.
So now we're walking north on Church.
I had such a weird dream last night. I dreamed that we were in Edmonton and we were watching Max's hockey game. Like, Max played hockey.
Okay.
And we went to go see his game. Except,
Max is my nephew.
yeah, except you weren't Max. You were one of my exes. And we weren't, like, dating seriously. So then, in my dream, like, we were taking the train back from the hockey game. And then you / my ex were like, okay, I have to get off here. But it was like a stop before we were supposed to get off. And I was like, what? Like, no, we have to get off at the next stop. And then you / ex were like, well, no, like, we're not dating seriously, so we can't get off at the same train station. And I was like, is that a rule? Like, I wasn't aware of that.
That sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
I know. I know. Isn't that weird?
King Street. Pardon my gimbal.
That's what happens when you don't sleep for a week, and then you finally do sleep, and then your brain just goes like crazy.
Carl Roth. I didn't hear about that, but this was on Church and King though, so I don't think that's connected.
What happened?
Someone was killed at King and Yonge, apparently,
Oh my
in
God.
some sort of I'm not sure what the circumstances were.
Like today?
I don't know. Maybe today, but I'm not sure what the circumstances were.
I guess we'll hear that on the news later.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that later on to see what the incident was, if it has anything to do with what we just walked past.
Yeah.
149 likes. Thank you, Mark S., for the update.
Awesome. Doing good.
Getting close to 300 concurrent viewers.
Woohoo! If anyone's viewing who hasn't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
You heard Meghan. What are you waiting for?
It's a fun time. Look how much fun we have.
Yeah, so fun. A lady got beat up.
Young and what?
Okay, so she wasn't... No one was killed, though. Okay.
But still, wait, someone got beat up?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's not good.
No. Hey, look, a streetcar on Adelaide Street. Have we ever seen a streetcar on Adelaide Street yet? No.
I wasn't aware, so it must be
Yeah,
recording.
so it's using the tracks here. I'm not sure if this has been done before. They upgraded the tracks. Because I thought the track upgrading was mostly further to the west. But I don't remember seeing a streetcar using those tracks before. Because once the Ontario Line construction begins along Queen Street, obviously the streetcars will not be able to travel along there. So that's why they upgraded the tracks on Adelaide.
Right.
So the streetcars could be diverted.
Right. And that's going to go on for like years.
For years, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while before that gets sorted out.
Yep. Walking north on Church. Here's a gigantic hole. And another condo tower will be rising here.
It must be such a mission to have to like dig up the concrete like that.
Yeah.
Like he's just moving it into giant piles. And then the piles are gonna have to be moved into bigger piles.
Right?
And just like,
Yeah, this part of Church Street is being transformed by a whole bunch of new towers. Like one here, one across the street that's rising. A couple more coming up on this corner will be constructed. And then at the corner of Dundas and Church, there will be a couple more going there. It's going to be like a canyon of tall buildings. Hey, Sanjiv says hello.
hello, Sanjiv. How are you doing?
Let's see how my power bank is doing. Is it keeping the phone alive? Yeah, it is. Good.
Well, it's not quite cold enough to totally zap your batteries.
It still makes it die a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't plug in my power bank, it would have been dead by now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds like you need to maybe upgrade your phone battery.
Or just get a new phone.
Or get a new phone.
Get a new phone, yeah.
You just got this one like a year ago.
It was 3 years ago now, I
It was
think.
3 years ago?
Or no, 2 years ago, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
2 years
not
ago.
like it.
Yeah, 2 years
Like
ago.
3 years ago, no way.
Yeah, 2 years.
Because I very distinctly remember when you
Yeah.
got that phone.
You look like a fly girl, says Clifford.
What's a fly girl?
It was a show called In Living Color. It was a sketch comedy show.
Oh.
And in between sketches, they would have little dance routines with these girls, like who were, you know, like dancers or whatever, and they wore baseball caps, and they were called the Fly Girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, I remember things. I remember random details like that.
I know. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
Never heard that in my life. But cool.
That's where Jim Carrey got his start.
Really?
On In Living Color. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And also the Wayans brothers.
Never heard that one either.
No, they're like a bunch of brothers who were in comedy movies.
But he's not going down the street anymore.
J-Lo was a fly girl. Yeah, I guess she was, right?
Was she?
Yeah.
Is that where she got her started?
I guess that's where she started making a name for herself. Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite soothing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Do they do this every time, like every night?
I don't know. First I've heard it. Almost don't want to talk just so we can listen to it.
I know.
Oh, did she pass away, Tiny? Oh my God. That's terrible.
The woman that got beat up?
Yeah.
Jeez.
left early enough, I would have walked on it.
That's really sad. Like, was this in broad daylight?
Like a random thing, or
Yeah, like,
yeah.
what the hell happened?
Well, we'll find out when we get back.
That's true.
And of course, before Jim Carrey was on Living Color, he got his start here at Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club.
Really?
Yeah,
That's right, he is Canadian.
yeah.
Where's he from? Is he from Toronto?
Yeah, I mean, he moved around a bit, but he did live in Toronto, like, when he was young.
Right. Well, yeah, because if you're trying to make a start in, like, any kind of acting or show business or comedy, you'd run out here.
Yeah, he's from the greater Toronto area, you know, like, he just jumped around to different locations.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Those bells are still going.
Maybe it's like a concert that they're doing inside that they're blasting outside.
Maybe.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, the new Second City location on Harbor Street. I walked past there in a recent video. It's good that they finally have a permanent new home. Second City, Toronto is probably the most famous location other than Chicago. You could even argue more famous because it spun off Second City TV.
Second City TV.
Yeah, that's where like John Candy and Rick Moranis and
Oh, right, okay.
all those people, Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy.
Yes.
That's where they all kind of got their start in like television and movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis, he did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. Martin Short, all these famous people. Hey, Mike Landry, $2. Hello, Megan.
Hey, Mike Landry, how's it going? Thank you for the $2.
Yes, thank you very much, Mike. It's always good to have Mike Landry in the house. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, even Harold Ramis, who was not Canadian, was part of Second City, Toronto.
Dan Aykroyd.
Of course, Harold Ramis went on to big things, working with Bill Murray and Ghostbusters and Stripes.
Wait, was Bill Murray in Ghostbusters?
And he directed Groundhog Day. Was Bill Murray in Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, he was her love interest or whatever, right? Ghostbusters, yeah. Hey, Wayne Stewart, $10.
Thanks,
Let
Wayne
me help out
Stewart.
with dinner, Ken. Always enjoy your walks.
Well,
Thank you also, Wayne Stewart. That is awesome.
Very.
Yeah, very much appreciated, Wayne. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, we passed 300 concurrent viewers.
Yay! That was the goal, right?
Yeah, I like how this is becoming a regular occurrence now.
Yeah, because at one time that would have been a lot.
Yeah. So hey, welcome to all people who might be new. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And of course, big thanks to all the regulars. We're making our way up to the Loblaw store at Church and Carlton.
That is correct.
165 likes. Thank you, Mark S. Hello, Melissa Austin from Wisconsin. Yeah, live stream. Live stream on YouTube, man.
Live stream? How many
Yeah.
people? You got Twitch too?
I got 293 right now.
293?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we stream snipe, and that's why we're here.
Nice. Successful stream snipe. No.
What do you do? Like, what do you do?
I just walk around Toronto, basically.
Toronto?
Yeah.
What kind of other content do you make?
That's it. I
That's
walk
it?
just walking videos. Yeah.
Ask your stream about what they think of my friend's jacket. Doesn't it look
Yeah?
sick? He bought it from Hong Kong.
Hey, stream. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think, stream?
Take them back. It's like a Milo, like,
What do you think, chat? You dig it?
They like it. Like, are they roasting us in the chat? They probably are. They're probably like, they're like, look at this fucking loser. Send this guy back to his country.
Nice. There, you got some comments. Nice, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, bold choice. Bold choice. There you go.
Live stream.
All right, later.
Bye. Love you.
Later. Have a good day.
Like and subscribe.
That's right.
Kids these days.
Yeah. Hey, Brad Palmer in with a super chat for $6.99 for the ice cream sandwich fund.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, Brad, also. Very much appreciated, Brad. Those whippersnappers, as Scott Briggs.
I know, they look like babies. Makes me feel so old.
And I must feel like a pile of dust. That's what I must feel like.
Do you feel like a pile of dust?
If you feel old, I must be a pile of dust.
No, you're not. Gen X is so cool.
Yeah,
The forgotten middle child of the generations.
that's right. Yeah. Kingston was the first capital. Yeah. That's right. Kingston was the first capital of Upper Canada, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was. Way, way back.
Yeah. And you can tell too, because Kingston does have a very strong presence for a small city, you know?
It does, yeah.
It has some...
Very established.
Yeah, like the buildings look important, you know? Like...
Yeah. Well, it's got Fort... What's that? What's the name of the fort there?
Fort Henry?
Fort Henry, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And Queen's University
Yeah.
and all that stuff. It punches way above its weight
Yeah,
for
it
a
does.
small city. Yeah.
It does.
Nice to see happy teens not causing trouble. Or happy teens, okay?
Well, they're probably not teens. They're probably...
Yeah,
like,
those are college age kids, but yeah.
Yeah. But they look like teens.
Yeah. Well, they might be like 19, some of them maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, the penitentiaries is also a thing Kingston is known for.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Some real famous ones in there.
That's right, Noble Goss. And here is Gerard Street.
Look at the little puppy.
And a little doggy. This looks like a little fluff ball walking along the street.
One thing that the kids say nowadays that like trips me out is they call outfits fits.
Yeah.
And they just drop the out. And every time someone says that, I'm like, what the hell are you saying? And then, oh yeah, okay.
Right. Guelph is nice too. Yes, it is. Guelph also has a very established old town look to it, you know? With all the old limestone buildings
Yeah,
downtown.
like, oh,
Yeah.
looks like Max, but smaller. Yeah, like Guelph is a really old city. It's actually a couple years older than Toronto. But
I looked it up, you know, and it's not.
was it like 1791?
No.
Oh, what
No.
then what date?
Early 19th century. Yeah.
No, but like the first settlement was like in the 1700s. We had to learn that in school. I remember that.
Well,
And John Galt.
I saw something else.
No, because John Galt founded it, and it was like in 1790s. But you would never know it because any old buildings that were there have been pretty
Like
much torn down.
Toronto was founded in the 1790s
Yeah. No,
as
yeah.
York, right? Yeah.
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 But Guelph is around the same age as Toronto. But you would never know it because all of the old buildings got torn up,
Right.
knocked down, destroyed.
Yeah, that girl walking past, I know, right? Talk about a loud talker when you're out in public on the phone.
Yeah. A lot of people do that.
Yeah. There's a nice view. So we're almost at the Loblaws store. That's right.
If those pizzas are on sale again, this time I'm getting the mushroom one.
Oh yeah?
Don't
Yeah.
let me change my mind.
Gabby, yeah, that's what I remember reading, yeah. And here's Carlton Street, and there's the Loblaws. So this walk was entirely on the east side of downtown. I didn't even go over to Yonge Street once. Because on Sunday I'm planning to do a stream.
Right.
And I didn't want to cross over into the same areas
On Sundays.
too soon in two different streams, right? So,
People might get bored then.
yeah. So I'm going to wrap things up here because we are at our destination. So thank you everyone for joining me and then Meghan when I met up with her later as we walked from St. Lawrence Market up here to the Loblaws store. And I hope you enjoyed the walk beforehand all around the east side of downtown. I enjoyed it very much. So thanks to everyone in the chat. It was good times all around. Thanks to the mods. Very much appreciated for all the good work you do. And thanks to those who sent support in the form of a super chat, super sticker, PayPal donation. Very, very much appreciated.
It's super appreciated.
Super duper. And of course, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you already have subscribed, be sure to catch me on my next stream. This Sunday is the plan for Lunar New Year in Chinatown. Hey, Alan K. Kwan in the last minute with a $5 super chat for the root beer fund. Thank you very much, Alan.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, very much appreciated, Alan. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you this Sunday for the next stream. And of course, I have a regular that I'll be premiering tomorrow night, a regular walking video, so keep an eye out for that. So until next time, I will continue, and so will Meghan. And we're going to go buy some food here. All right, have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. And it's very busy here in front of the Loblaws.